Hello, everybody. Mike from Southern California again. It's Thursday, March 19th, 2020, and you're on the mic. So, okay. Now, granted, I've been talking a lot about continuing to live your life amid the coronavirus, and I do believe that. I believe that giving in to panic and fear, and you know, even though we are seeing an increase here in the states in terms of the cases. Um, Already in China, it's already been reported that there are no new cases coming up right now. As with any virus, it's going it's going to you're just going to ride out the storm. That's just the way it is. Not everybody's going to get it. It's not yeah, we have a lot of cases going on right now because it's a new virus. People don't know how to treat it yet. And with all that going on, and also with the fact that we heard a story out of Florida where spring breakers are still just saying, something screw the, because yes, a lot of young people are still getting it. It's not that yes, it's more susceptible to people who are older and those who have compromised immune systems. That's true, but it doesn't mean that it can't hit anybody else in any other age group or any other circumstance either. So, with that, I thought it was a good time to try to explain the difference between being cautious and being reckless. Yes, you should not allow the virus or the fear of the virus to alter how you live. However, you should still take proper precautions. If you're sick, then yes, you should self isolate yourself. Should isolate yourself, self isolate. If you're sick, okay, if you start showing symptoms, even if you're still feeling fine, then you should like kind of scale back and maybe isolate yourself to help prevent the spread. But for those who still are healthy, you know, don't just completely cut yourself off from the world, because that's kind of ridiculous. People still need to get up and get out. As human beings, we need contact with each other. Just doing it over the internet like this, yeah, it's more convenient at times. Maybe you can keep the spread down, but as human beings, we need to be in contact with one another. You can't just completely isolate yourself. You know, you should still limit. During this pandemic, you should still, of course, try to limit your contact as much as possible. But if in smaller groups, in groups of 10 or less, if you still want to get together to hang out, you should still be able to do that, whether it's through your church activities or just getting out, you know, because kids especially need to get out and play. You can't just lock them in a house because kids need the exercise, they need the fresh air, it's all part of their growing health too. We can't just sit here and be afraid to get sick. If it happens, it happens. Not much you can prevent it. You can keep by being cautious and following the recommendations, but don't overdo it. This isn't the apocalypse, people. It's a virus, and it's just best to um it's best to try to be careful with it and not be like those kids down in Florida who think, yeah, we're gonna still party on like it's 1999. you know, you know, right now probably not the best time to be doing. I mean, I understand it's spring break. They're young. They're young. They think they're invincible. They think, oh, the virus. But in terms of number of cases, it actually occurs more in younger people. It may not have the same devastating effects it does on older people or those with compromised immune systems, but it it still can affect you. So it's just best to keep up on your hygiene. Wash your hands. You know, if you can, try to avoid touching your face as much as possible. Keep physical contact with others to a minimum. If possible. I know there are probably some married couples out there who probably okay maybe you don't want to, but maybe for everybody's sake, just try to refrain as much as possible. I mean, you don't have to give it up totally, but just limit it as much as you can. You know, because you're not going to totally eliminate it. Going on into full. In fact, from some of the things I've heard, recently, one of the reports I heard on the news this morning is the um that the divorce rates are seemingly going up again because you know now that people are getting cramped in and having to stay home, underlying issues that are there are now coming more to the surface. Yeah, keep up on your hygiene as much as you can. Wash your hands. You should always wash your hands like after you go to the bathroom. And if you are in a situation where for whatever reason you end up using your hand to like cover your mouth or sneeze or something like that, and wash it immediately and make sure that you really wash it well. Um, keep contact to a minimum as best you can. We still need human contact though, so don't just barricade yourself in your house. Still try to live your life as much as you can. Just be careful. Don't be reckless. Don't go looking for crowds to hang out in. Don't do like they did down in Florida there with those spring breakers. But you should always be cautious and be safe. Well, now that I've said all that, now let's look at some happier stuff here. This date, as y'all know, today is March 19, 2020. So let's see what's happened on this date in history. So on this date, 80 years ago today, 1940, the fifth issue of Planet Comics went on sale on newsstands from Fiction House Publishing under the name Love Romance Publishing Company. Fiction House, the fifth issue of Planet Comics from Fiction House went on sale on this date in 1940, 80 years ago today. On this date in 1960, he would be 60 years old today, but Larry King Jr., who many fans from the 80s remember as Cousin Junior from the Hillbillies, and he would also later on go on to tag with Plowboy Stan Fraser, aka Uncle Elmer, in the USWA. Um, he would pass away January 13, 2009, at the age of 48. But on this date in 1960, Larry King Jr., a la Cousin Junior, um, was born into this world. And finally, I'd like to wish a happy birthday to Yoko Kanno. She turns 56 today. Um, for many of you would know her work because Yoko Kanno is a composer, arranger, and musician, best known for her work on the soundtracks of many games, anime, films, TV series, live action movies, and advertisements. She has written scores of famous animated works including Macross Plus, Turner Gundam, Cowboy Bebop, Vision of Escalafone. Many of the songs you guys would hear in your favorite animes were probably at some point written by Yoko Kanno. So I'd like to wish anime's top composer a happy 56th birthday. Okay, so um, with that being said, um, with that being said, if you guys would like to contact me directly, you can contact direct me on my Discord. The link's down below. You can check out the Discord and join if you'd like. Also, I'm still promoting a bunch of different dub companies. I'm still promoting the GoFundMe's as well. As always with the GoFundMe's, guys, never feel like you have to donate. If you have the means to and it's on your heart to do so, please consider donating. If you if you if you've already donated, please consider donating again. And if you cannot donate, you can still help out the cause by sharing the link. If sharing is caring, never know, maybe somebody in your circle of friends might want to help out. And if you like this content, please consider liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. I always look for conversation with you guys. As long as it's civil and respectful, of course. And I usually will reply back pretty quickly. So with all that being said, I hope you guys will enjoy this video, and I will catch you tomorrow. Bye.